Hello, I am Anshul from Gofodu.com, and in this video we will have a look at this interesting question from trapeziums. Just pause the video and have a look at it. And before we proceed any further, I want to discuss this interesting concept with you. This we have already seen in similar triangles video. I'll just quickly go through it just for the sake of revision. In the figures like these, where there are three parallel lines, AB is parallel to EF is parallel to DC, and length of AB and DC is given to us and length of EF is asked. So the middle length could be calculated using this formula. 1 upon x is equal to 1 upon a plus 1 upon b. How did we come to this formula? We will consider this triangle ACB first. So in triangle ACB, EF is parallel to AB. So triangle ECF is similar to triangle ACB. Okay, this small triangle will be similar to this bigger triangle. In that case, EF upon AB is x upon A, which will be equal to CF upon CB. Ratio of corresponding sides in similar triangles is equal upon CB. Similarly, if we consider this small triangle EBF and bigger triangle DBC, again we have x upon B equal to BF upon BC. BF upon BC. Now add these equations 1 and 2. We have x upon A plus x upon B is equal to CB and CB will come out common in the denominator, and we will have CF plus BF in numerator. CF plus BF is nothing but CB, which will cancel the CB present in denominator, and we will get 1 in the right hand side. So from this we can easily get this result: 1 upon A plus 1 upon B is equal to 1 upon x. Similarly, if we consider this figure A, B, E, C, D. In this figure, we have AB and CD parallel to this middle line EG. So in place of x, now we have y. The overall result will still be the same. 1 upon y will be equal to 1 upon A plus 1 upon B. Now having got these two results, we can calculate FG as sum of x plus y, and x is equal to y. We can see here in these results, x is equal to y, and FG will be 2 times x or x plus y, which will come out to be 2AB upon A plus B. So FG will come out to be harmonic mean of A and B. Okay, when this length FG, this line segment FG passes through the point of intersection of diagonals of the trapezium. That is important. For FG to be harmonic mean of AB and CD, FG should pass through the point of intersection of diagonals of the trapezium. Okay, now we can have a look at the question again. So in this question, length of AB is given to us, length of CD is given to us, AE is to ED is 3:4. Okay, and length of EF is asked. So there are 2-3 methods that we can go with. First one, and the most direct one, is using this formula, where point E divides AD in ratio m:n, and length of AB is x, length of CD is y, and length of EF, that is z, could be calculated using this formula. If we substitute the values, we will have m as 3, n as 4, x as 20, and y as 30. Put the values and we will get 3 into 30 is 90 plus 4 into 20 is 80. 90 plus 80 is 170 upon 3 plus 4, 7. Z will come out to be 170 upon 7. So this was the most straightforward method. Then we have method 2, which is without using this direct formula. We will solve for the value of z, and eventually we will be getting this formula only with method number 2. How to get this formula? We will join A and C, and this point of intersection could be called G. Now in this triangle ADC and AEG, We have EG parallel to DC. So these two triangles are similar. A small triangle is similar to this bigger triangle. And ratio of corresponding sides will be equal. So AE upon AD is 3 upon 3 plus 4 is 7, which will be equal to EG upon DC. EG upon DC. DC is 30. In this triangle ACB, GF upon AB will be equal to CF upon CB. Okay, CF upon CB. This here is also 3:4. CF upon CB will be 4 upon 7. 4 upon 7, which will be equal to GF upon AB. GF upon AB is 20. So we have to calculate length of EF. EF will be what? EG plus GF, right? EG is 30 into 3 upon 7. 30 into 3 upon 7 plus GF from here we can get S 20 into 4 upon 7. 20 into 4 upon 7. This will come out to be 170 upon 7 only. Okay. And you can compare these two results. This result that we are getting here is nothing but this formula only. Right. M is 3. Y is 30. So we get 3 into 30. Here we have 3 into 30. Then we get 4 into 20. Here we have 4 into 20. Then we have 4 plus 3, 7. We have 7 in the denominator. Okay. Now in this case, if we draw a median, that is a line joining halfway between the two bases. So this line EF is a median. That means this point E is midpoint of AD and F is midpoint of BC. Then this line will be called as median for this trapezium. Then its length EF would be equal to arithmetic mean of the parallel sides x plus y upon 2. When EF is median, that is this ratio M is to N is 1:1. Now moving on to the third solution for this question is that in going from AB to CD, we had an increment of 10. Okay. In going from AB to CD, we had an increment of 10. Now this increment of 10 units at each moment will be in proportion to this non-parallel side. What I mean is, let me explain using this figure. In going from AB to CD, we had an increment of 10, and at each moment, like in going from AB to GH, this 10 unit, the overall increment would be divided in this proportion of non-parallel side. So 10 would be divided in proportion of AG to AD. Okay, for this length GH. For this length IJ, for this length 10 would be divided in proportion of AI to AD. So the increment would be of 10 into AI upon AD. At this point, for this length IJ, the increment would be of 10 into AI upon AD. Okay. For this length CD, the increment is of 10 only. 20 plus 10 gives me CD. 20 plus 10 into AI upon AD will give me IJ. Similarly, 20 plus 10 into this increment divided into this ratio of AE is to ED. This proportion of AE is to AD. 10 into AE upon AD will give me this length EF, which we are asked in this question. So length EF would be 20 plus overall increment 10 divided in this proportion of non-parallel side AE upon AD. AE upon AD is 3 upon 7, that's given in the question, 3 upon 7. This will come out to be 4.28 plus 20 plus 20. 24.28 is the final answer. Length of EF would be 24.28. There is one more way to solve. We can go from CD to AB. In going from CD to AB, there is a decrement of 10 units. Okay, decrement of 10 units. At each moment, this decrement would be in proportion to this, in proportion of this non-parallel side, DE is to DA. right? So EF would be 30 minus the decrement of 10 divided in this proportion DE is to DA. DE is 4, DA is 4 plus 3 7, 4 upon 7. So 30 minus 10 into 4 upon 7 will again give me 24.28 as the length of EF. So I hope you like this video and you are very clear with all three methods that we have discussed in this video. In case you have any doubt, you can mail at support@gofodu.com or you can directly mail it to me at anshul@gofodu.com. Thank you.